on today. So the we've got, for example, next week, we've got 2 trainings set up, and they can easily, the agents can easily learn how to, put on a review, put on a page, put on a blog very easily. It's going to be very hands-on. It's going to be from the very beginning. How do you log in? What exactly do you do? And quite honestly, once you do this a few times, it's just so super simple to be able to do it yourself. As you grow your agency, sure, you're going to get to the point where, hey, you're like Greystone and Jorge and others, and you just have a marketing company for us working for you. But most agents, and this is a really good thing, just like Jorge started out, doing it yourself. So personally, even to the point, when you have someone else doing it for you. So we've got a video over here that shows you how this works. And you simply just click on, this is a Google Calendar, by the way, that's embedded here. You just click on here, you see the link to the Zoom meeting. When it's time for this, just go straight to the Zoom meeting. You can say copy to my calendar. It'll open your Google Calendar up. It'll leave it in your calendar. You'll get your reminders just like you normally do. So we're going to be doing, for example, this week we've got 2 trainings, the exact same thing. So you could catch both. You could catch one. One's Tuesday at 11 a.m. The other's Thursday of next week at 2 p.m. And then after this, we'll do a different training. We're going to do training on social media, on CRMs. We're going to do training just on everything that we touch as a business. And so we're going to make this just super, super simple and super easy for the agents. So Nadia, give me some feedback on that. Do you think this is going to be beneficial?
Oh, absolutely. The more trainings that we have to understand how to do it ourselves, because a lot of times agents, it's fast. It's a fast-paced market. So when we get a testimonial, we're like, okay, we want this up there now. I know for Jessica, we just did an interview on corporate rentals, and she wants to get it up there as quick as possible. So if you know how to do it, and it is very simple. It's like a WordPress. It's very simple to work. And so if you know how to do it, you can update it. You can update it fast and quick. And then if it's something major, like in the SEO, things like that, of course, Alan would be the one to talk to.
Yeah, guys, and this is, sure, you can have someone do it. That's great. And we'll be happy to do it. Believe me, we'll be happy to do it. But a lot of times agents want to invest in themselves and want to know how to do this. And so we want to offer that training. Also, when you do get to the point where you can have someone do it for you, it's good that you yourself know, so that, quite honestly, you're not ripped off, right? So this will be great. This will be great for a lot of agents, and we'll be coming out with a lot of these trainings. By the way, I didn't get this on here today, but if you want to sign up for updates so that you just get a little email, hey, this is a training this week or something like that, that's going to be there too. So just go to Expert Realty Marketing, go to training. You can see the ones that we've got there. And if you want to do one of the trainings, when it's time, just go to the Zoom link and boom, you're in and off we go. It's going to be very hands-on. We're going to take questions. And Nadia, I'm envisioning how this will work, right? So someone could say, hey, I've got this video. I want to put this video on my website. How do I do this? So we could use that as a case study. I'll say, hey, just send me your YouTube link right now. Just WhatsApp it to me. They send it. I log into their website. I record it all. Everybody can see. And I use that as an example. When we're done, their video is in. Someone else says, I've got this article. I really want to get this in. I want to start, every once in a while, put in a blog. I'll say, send it to me right now. I'll go through and I'll go step by step. It'll be recorded. You can get the recording. And then after I'm done using you as an example, boom, your article's in there. It's good to go. So the ones that are ready and prepared, I envision they're going to get some little perks out of that. So it's going to, in essence, get done for them, and they'll be the example. Okay, so Nadia, we've got this. When you think about a website, and Nadia, speak from the, and also, hey, we've got other agents in here. Please speak up. What's important? Why is, I touched on a little bit. What are some other reasons why it's so important?
Well, it's so important because everything, especially now and during these times, I mean, everybody's looking online. They're looking for your reviews. They want to see how you are as a review. Make sure that you're set up. Make sure you're a person. And with Greystone, as you know, we work with investors from all over the world. So you're never even going to meet them. So this is your way to talk to them. We recommend doing as many videos as possible because they'll meet you that way. That's the new way of communicating nowadays. So I know a few of us have videos that we definitely want to put on the site so we can track more people. But this is so important because, you're just one in a million Florida realtors right now. And if you don't have a website and having a review, then they're going to think you're just one of that million. So one thing I highly recommend to all of our agents too is specializing it, making it to be what your really niche is. I know Jessica Jackson, she's having her niche and she put it as corporate rental disposition. So that's where that niche is. The same with Michael, getting his niche in there. So it's definitely important to make sure that you're out there showing what you can do, having reviews, and then people get to know you that way, and that's how you get more leads.
Yeah, guys, and it is so important if you are interested. Let me back up a second. There's different types of websites, right? There's one that's like a business card or a brochure, and perhaps you never change it. That's perfectly fine. If you are interested in using it more for marketing, for actually attracting people, for working your social media, people are coming to your website. They're coming there to learn stuff, to look at the new videos you have. If you're using it for your email marketing, then you're going to want to put content on your website. And videos are super simple to do. When we go through our trainings, I'll show you, where we get our transcripts. They're super cheap, and it just blows up our SEO, quite honestly. And we'll go through all of this, but having fresh content for people to come to look and to learn about and to get it all over social media and to get people to share it all over the place. I mean, that is super important. And that's one of the reasons we're doing the training. So, Nadia, we plan on looking at some of the websites here. Let me go on and share my screen again. I see we got Michael in here. Hey, Michael. It's good to see you tonight. Let me share my screen.
Hello. How are you doing?
Hey, man. How are you? How are you doing, man?
Super fantastic. Still enjoying that awesome website you built for me.
Thanks, bro. And I tell you what, Michael is, really into the marketing, jazzy realtor. I mean, if you guys follow him on social media, et cetera, like that, it's just totally awesome. And so, he's got his jazzyrealtor.com, very unique. And quite honestly, I have trouble even remembering the websites of all of our clients. However, I can always remember jazzyrealtor.com, because it's just so catchy. So, Michael's got a great website. Jessica just recently got her website, and we're doing a few things on that for her. Luisa's had hers for a while, and what I love about Luisa's is it's bilingual, and it's in English and it's in Spanish, and that's really cool. Marta's got hers, and it's a gorgeous website. We've got Lisa Kay has got hers. And of course, Greystone has theirs, and several as a matter of fact. So it's a great opportunity, guys. You can have your website, you can have your brand, you can take it wherever you want to take it. And you can do with it whatever you want to do. And if you want to add content and videos and getting that all over social media, driving everyone to your website, and then getting them to sign up for your newsletter. I mean, that's sort of the whole holistic thing. That's what it's all about. Okay, Nadia, thoughts on your end there?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think that this is amazing for the agents to have. I love the research with the bilingual. That's perfect. And yeah, I think it's great that we're able to have that type of website and that opportunity.
Guys, I'll tell you the second thing I've got to announce. We've been working diligently to come out with a brand new program for real estate agents. We're going to let the Greystone agents in on this first. So as you guys know, we create content, unique content for customers, SEO, that type of thing. So some time ago, we started doing the syndicated social media for Greystone, and that's worked out great. So now we're going to take it one step further, and we are creating syndicated content. So to like get this whole program off the ground, we are going to be offering free of charge one article per month to every agent that signs up, and it's going to be a market report. And so that comes into your that comes into your website every month. There you've got an article that you can get on your social media. You can get it out on your newsletter, there are a lot of real estate agents that I follow, social media and with their newsletters, and they all get market reports out, right? That's just a thing. If you're following a real estate agent, you expect to get a market report. So, that can be difficult coming up with that content. So that's going to go out to everyone that signs out on their website. They get that free of charge. And that's our way to get our program off the ground. And I just hope that all the Greystone agents that have websites sign up for this, because, man, that is just, I just think it's just fabulous. What do you guys think? What do you think, Nadia?
Well, I think that's a great option, because it's hard to get a dynamic website, to get things constantly changing, because if everything is set up to be static, why are people going to keep going back to your website? So to have that option on there for our agents and to giving updates, I know you have really good content that's always going on our social media, that I think that's a great option to keep us steady and to keep us active in the market.
The agents that are participating in the active campaign, you got to have something to send these people, right? So this is something really easy. As a matter of fact, Nadia, once we get this going, what we should work on is with the active campaign, you can automate your newsletter to launch off of an RSS feed, and that even goes out automatically. We should work on that. That would be super awesome. And the agents, they can just set it up, and they've got their newsletter automatically going out every month. It saves time. It saves time. So we look forward to, we've got probably maybe a week and a half or two. Quite honestly, we had to create a WordPress plugin to facilitate doing this. And so we've had to make some tweaks to it. We're going to go back into approval with it. So hopefully in a week and a half, 2 weeks, we're going to be ready to get off the ground with this. And as soon as we announce it, we're going to announce it to Greystone first. I hope everybody jumps on it really quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know this is something new that we're doing with the agents. I know, Louisa, you've had this for a very long time. Jessica, Michael are newer to this. And so as we go through, we're going to be seeing and testing things and adding things. So I think it's a great option. Our partnership with you, Alan, is going to be huge to make sure these agents get more exposure.
Okay, guys. So, hey, does anybody have any questions? You want to just open your mic and let us know, or do you want to chat it in? Either way, it's all good. All right.
I have a quick question.
Anybody? Yeah, go right ahead.
So how often would you recommend us to freshen up our page? What's that normal time? Is it every, say, 2 months, 3 months? What should we be doing to keep it fresh and stay relevant?
Yeah, great question. One thing is I'm going to share my screen here one more time. Your website has got, it's your brand, right? So you don't want to be changing your brand all the time, right? For example, here we're looking at Michael's website here. He may want to every once in a while change up these images. Super simple to do, man. I mean, it's as easy as adding an image on social media, if he wanted to do that himself. Super simple to do. He might want to change up his text here every once in a while, but I wouldn't even change your picture that often, because that's a big part of your branding. Testimonials here in some of our training, we're going to be talking about how to add testimonials. And, every few months you might want to put on some different testimonials here. Just trade these out. In other words, the ones you're featuring, feature some different ones every once in a while. And this is what we typically do for our full service clients. A couple of times a year, and we'll freshen up their website a little bit. And your posts that come in here, you're going to want to change those up every once in a while also. So, Michael, to answer your question, I would say every few months, freshen up your homepage a little bit, and it could be just some different pictures in the beginning, up at the top. Feature some different testimonials. Maybe twice a year, change that up. Change up the articles you're featuring. The most important thing, quite honestly, is if you can add content 3 or 4 times a month. That's what is super, super important. And it's important on a lot of levels. Number one, as we talked about earlier, people come to your website because there's something new there, right? They're not going to come for the same thing over and over and over and over again. So they're coming there always for something new. Number two, on social media, the purpose of social media is to drive them to your website. That's the biggest benefit you get out of social media. So you need to have something new here to bring people to. And then with your newsletter, the highest return on investment is email marketing. And so once a month, you send out a newsletter, you send out an email. You want to have something different on there. So, Michael, my answer is maybe a couple of times a year, freshen up your homepage a little bit. Try to put, even if it's once a month, put something new on your website. And if you can do it more than once a month, the benefit will be there. A professional, really professional website, I mean, killer, ranking US wide, not just in Tampa Bay. They may be putting 16 pieces of new content per month on there. So that gives you a little barometer. If you can at least put something new on there once a month, it's going to really help you out a lot. Michael, what do you think? Any other thoughts there with that?
Well, that's a great idea. I like how you explain how to balance that out. You don't want to do too much, and especially you talk about not changing your brand, because people have to get used to and familiarize themselves with your brand. That's very important. So thank you for that, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely. And the content, it can be videos we talked about before. Videos, that's the easiest, right? Because, you guys talk all day long. You're talking to customers all day long. To make a video is just like talking to a customer. So, I mean, that is super simple. Do it in the car, do it in the backyard, whatever. And to put that on your website, literally, I put a YouTube video on a website today, and it took me about 60 seconds. It's like you can do that. You can do that during a commercial. My wife and I, we've got into the Titan, competitions on TV, just sort of ran into that. The commercials are 2 minutes long. That gives me enough time to put 2 videos on my website. It's just not hard to do. So, and we'll get in on that with the trainings we've got coming up. It's just so easy. And I hope everybody does that. So videos, articles, reviews, just anything like that really helps. All right. Any more questions here before we wrap up? Any other questions, thoughts, comments, anything like that? All right, Nadia, your final thoughts before we get ready to go?
Yeah, well, I think this is a great option, and a lot of questions that I think the agents have had in the past is they think that this costs a lot of money, but there is no startup fee. Alan has given us at Greystone, all the agents here, the ability to have a free website installation, which usually can be $2,000-$3,000 sometimes to get it started. And then there's just a monthly hosting fee that is a cost, but that allows him to help us and train us and keep us up to date on the website.
Yeah, guys, that's, if you've done anything with websites, there's a hosting. If you've ever done anything with business class, internet hosting, and if you've ever done anything with, the full service WordPress. So we do provide that. We provide cloud hosting. All of the websites are backed up with 2 separate applications in 2 separate places, online, secure backups. Every one of them come with the ADA compliant plugin, which I hope everybody's on top of that, because companies in Tampa are getting sued because their websites are not ADA compliant. And if you get sued, there's basically nothing you can do except for pay. And it usually runs around $20,000. So, but they come with all of that. We keep up with all the software. We do all the software updates. We'll do, just as a perk, little changes, like if you change your phone number or something like that, we'll do that for you. But any large changes, we can't do that at no charge, but we do the training so that everybody knows how to do it. So it's top notch. The value is amazing. And, it's top notch stuff. So it's not $1 or $2 like the cheap stuff that gets you nowhere and does you nothing. And when it's broke, you're stuck and you got, but it is good stuff, and it is a lot of value packed into that. So we're glad we can do that for the Greystone agents. All right. Any other thoughts there, Nadia, before we take off?
No, I think that's it. Now we're getting a storm here too, so I don't want to be too loud. But yes, and I mean, even if you talk about some of the other competition, they're at $16 a month. So this, getting it to be linked to a Greystone website, it is a Greystone domain, and so it does give you that backing that you see. So I am excited to be partnering with you, Alan, with the Greystone Real Estate, and really excited. Before we leave, I just wanted to touch really quick because we also are going to be adding in, each agent's going to be having a phone line as well. So they're going to be able to have their own phone line so that they're not calling your cell phone. Because sometimes you want to separate, a lot of times you want to separate your business and your family time. So you want to go ahead and have a different phone line that we'll put on your website as well. And that's coming out in 2 weeks. And Jorge is going to be doing a class on that. Jessica got her line today. So the ones that are on the call today will definitely be setting up your phone line first. And we really appreciate you guys doing this with us today. And hopefully if you guys can set up the website with Alan, so we can go ahead and get you linked to Greystone's website. And thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, guys, and go to the the expertrealtymarketing.com and you'll see training in the top. Go on and get the training there. Somebody's, oh, Louisa, thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Very much appreciate that, Louisa, and your website. Just appreciate that so much. By the way, Louisa, when we come out with the articles, I don't know if we'll be able to do this for the free version. The paid version is going to be very inexpensive. There is a Spanish version, so we are doing that also. So it's going to be English and it's going to be Spanish. So that'll be super awesome. Okay, guys. If you can, look for the training, go to the page, sign up for the training, any of the training you would like. You'll just go to the Zoom link, and look forward to all of you participating in the free article. We want everybody to have that. And I'll go on and close. This is Alan McNabb with Image Building Media, and we'll see you next time.